If I had one emotion to describe the last 2 weeks, it would be lazy. Hey there and welcome to the channel. My name is Gil Garcia and today we're reviewing Disney and Pixar's Inside Out 2, directed by Kelsey Mann, starring Amy Poehler, Phyllis Smith, Lewis Black, Ayo Edebiri, and Maya Hawke. In Inside Out 2, teenager Riley's mind headquarters is undergoing a sudden demolition to make room for something entirely unexpected: new emotions. Joy, sadness, anger, fear, and disgust, who've long been running a successful operation by all accounts, aren't sure how to feel when anxiety shows up, and it looks like she is not alone. The first Inside Out set a really high bar for me. It's one of my favorite Pixar films. It took a story that is so complex with its metaphorical, theoretical, and emotional ideas, turning it into a tangible story that even adults and kids could understand. It was funny, it was emotional, it hit all the right marks for me, and it set such a high bar for this film. When Inside Out 2 was first announced, I was really worried. You know, with Toy Story 4, I felt like that movie was good, but it didn't quite need to happen. The way that Toy Story 3 ended was perfect. So when Toy Story 4 came out, I kind of felt a little bit emotionless towards it because I felt like the series didn't need to go on any further past Toy Story 3. And with Inside Out 2, I was worried that it was going to fall under that same trope where it was just an unnecessary sequel, a cash grab, and that I wasn't going to respond to this movie the way that I did the first film. And boy, was I wrong. Inside Out 2 is a worthy sequel to Inside Out 1. Not only does it expand upon the original ideas of the first movie, but it takes them to even greater lengths now that Riley is a teenager. I love the new characters that they introduced in this film. Anxiety is one of my favorite characters of the year. Embarrassment also is extremely funny, especially because it's so cringy and relatable in so many senses. But what I found most captivating about this movie is that I didn't just want to spend time with the emotions inside Riley's head. I actually cared about the story that was going on the outside with Riley. I couldn't wait to go back to the hockey tournament and the shenanigans she was getting up to with her friends in the hockey club. And that's one thing that the original film kind of didn't deliver for me. I wanted to spend more time in the original film with joy and the rest of the emotions and bing bong, but this movie does a good job of balancing both the emotions of what's happening inside Riley's head and what you want to see outside of Riley's head with her friends. Speaking of bing bong, if there's one negative I have to say about this film is that it's not as emotional as Inside Out 1. There's no scene like the bing bong take her to the moon for me bit. There's no scene where she has to cry at the end to bring your family together. This movie is a lot more relaxed in that it's a little bit more comedic and jam-packed in its runtime. I feel like no minutes are wasted here. However, it isn't as emotionally gripping as the first film, which isn't a bad thing. I think that there's a room for some levity in any type of Pixar film, and this movie certainly carries it. I liked all 90 minutes that I was sitting in the theater watching this movie. It kept me engaged every single step of the way, and I really enjoyed it for that. One thing I love about Pixar is how they could take an idea that's abstract, that is metaphorical, and turn it into something tangible. This movie's best moments come when they take those ideas and run away with them. Things like sarcasm and puberty. It's so good in the way that it's presented here that I felt that kids and adults both were laughing really hard. I know when the sarcasm thing happened, I laughed my ass off in the theater. I think for as it is, as a sequel, it hit all the high marks that I was hoping it would, and I was not disappointed by this. In fact, I was very impressed. If there was a third Inside Out movie, I would be there to watch it. Although it isn't as good as the first Inside Out. Inside Out 2 does leave its mark with a resounding 4.5 out of 5 from me. I think it's a worthy sequel that I will definitely pick up on Blu-ray when it comes to home video. If you went to watch it this weekend, what did you think of Inside Out 2? Leave a comment in the section down below. And as always, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you are a film connoisseur, a video game fan, and you like to talk sports, I have a Discord channel with the link down in the description below. You are welcome to join and indulge as you please. That is it for me. I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch my videos. I know they're coming out a little bit sparingly, but I'm going to do my best to produce more content on the way. Thank you very much, and as always, go catch a movie.